Have you ever imagined a life without school? For some, it sounds like freedom. For others, it's like chaos. But what is real like? Today, through this conversation with 16 years old homeschooler, we're going to find out what learning looks like when school isn't a part of the picture. Okay, before we start, can you tell us a little about yourself?
Hello guys, my name is Aliyah. I'm 16 years old, a homeschooler, and my MBTI is ENTJ. Right now, I'm self-studying for undergraduate degrees in digital arts and media and Chinese literature. Also, I work as a part-time illustrator.
When did you start homeschooling?
I've been homeschooling since I was a kid, really young. When people hear I'm homeschooling, they usually react with surprise or curiosity. They ask things like, why homeschool? You're so young. How do you make friends? And what about your study? What about fitting into the society? You cannot do it, right? But what I want to say is that homeschooling isn't a waste of time for youth, like they said. Instead, it's letting me do what I love as much as possible. Because I find out my favorite fields early on, and it has kept my personalities and confidence. I don't have to let other people judge me because everyone is an individual and everyone is unique, right? That is the biggest benefits homeschooling has brought me.
Yeah, I really agree that everyone does have their own way of thinking, and it's actually one of the reasons I started homeschooling. Began homeschooling at 12. It felt a little bit strange because I had always been in school before. But as time went on, I discovered that homeschooling gave me much more freedom to explore what I truly love. Instead of just following the fixed schedule, I could dive deeper in a project that really interests me, like history and language. And as you said, it's also allowed us to develop more independent because we have to take more responsibility for how we plan the day and how we learn. Look back, I think that change really opened a different way of seeing education. Is there a subject where you use a unique or special learning method?
Yeah, I think English is the subject. You and I all use some unique method, but where I use a unique method, it might sound unbelievable, but here's a fun fact. When I was 8, I didn't even know the English alphabet fully. I cannot really understand those simple words like cat or dog and cat. I cannot spell it, but I know the meaning if I hear the sound. So I didn't even know the English alphabet. I just learned by listening, speaking, and imitating. So just accumulating a lot of sentences like what baby does, absorbing a lot of before being able to express. So later, I learned the written words, and I found that my listening and speaking skills are really good without much practices. I believe that the key to learning languages is a lot of imitation.
And the second method is project-based learning. For example, once I worked with Aliyah on a project about Israel and Iran issue. At first, it just looked like a story about war, right? But as we dug deeper, we found a lot of things. Language barrier, culture gap, and religion difference, all of create information cocoon room. That experience showed me how history, religion, politics can be studied the way directly connected to real life. Where do you usually make friends as a homeschooler?
That is a typical question for homeschooling group. I think I make friends in many places. Besides my childhood friends, I joined many clubs like debate club, and I take part in various sports when I was really young. So when I was younger, probably 6, I did gymnastics, roller skating, and swimming, and so on. So recently, I fell in love with street dance, so just hip-hop or K-pop, those choreography stuff. So through all those activities, I think, I've made many like-minded friends. They're all excellent, and we really like each other. Our relationships are very high quality, and I think they are even better than the friends I have made in traditional schools if I went in.
Actually, my account and other hobby group helped me make a lot of friends. That's how I first met you. I was running my account and you left a comment on my video, so we start chatting, and then I realized we're so alike. We both use shadowing to learn English, both like humanity, and our favorite musical is Hamilton. What are your future plans for work and life?
For my future career, I think about the education industry and the art media. So first, because my parents are both teachers. Second, 16 years old homeschooling journey has given me a lot of inspiration, like life doesn't have two sad paths because no one is born to tell you what you must do or mustn't do. So the world isn't like a game with a program and those rules. You can do whatever you want actually. But the most important thing to have is to have confidence in yourself and keep a constant belief in yourself. That is the most precious things in the world. So for my career, maybe I'll just doing like free jobs, but I want to pass down my knowledge, or I can spread like kindness, or we spread creativity and love and art to this world. So that is my vague career path for humanities kids.
Okay, here comes my favorite one. If you could design a perfect education system, what would it look like?
Ooh, that's a cool question. I think if I could design a perfect education system, first off, it'll be totally personalized. Like everyone gets a plan made just for them at the start, at the beginning. And you could make your own class schedule too. Then I think we use something like a deep dive module to learning, like a learning method. Each semester, you focus on one project related to your major, such as like when you're studying humanities, you can discover the difference between Chinese philosophy or the Eastern philosophy and how it due to the local economy or stuff like that. We find real connections with each other. And of course, when you study in scientists or something like that, you can do real project that will suit for the scenario. So what I'm thinking that the project and the major should really related to the latest news and latest issues that are happening around the globe. So we have to have a global view. So we shouldn't be afraid of getting too specialized either. We go all in on what you love. Also, the way we test should be flipped, I think. Students testing the teacher instead of teacher testing the students. And in a way, the point isn't to memorize or copy stuff. It's to really understand and use what you've learned. And it should connect way more with real jobs and the society, like I said before. So you're not just learning in a bubble. You're learning things that matters in the world that help you when you start working.
Yeah, I think the true value of education is in how to connect to real life. Knowledge shouldn't be isolated. It should help us to understand the world and solve the real problem.